Yeah, I have no idea how well this is working. My Wi-Fi is really low right now, so I don't know how laggy it is for you guys. Alright, I'm just gonna take your word for it. I see Enzo. You said it's not laggy, but welcome, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna see if I can't get Gage in here. Yeah. Okay, now it went from saying the stream health was poor to now it's excellent. If that doesn't sum up my Wi-Fi, then I don't know what does. All right. Let's see. Oh shit, we got like 5 people in here already. Okay. Hi everyone. You couldn't tell, I'm really bad at doing this. So we're just gonna kinda just animate some shit, really. I don't know. I don't know, how's everyone doing tonight? We get the chat a little more active. Alright, let's get rolling. Well, onion skinning would be nice. I'd like to be able to see the chat, but it doesn't seem to be pop out chat. There we are. So can okay. And then I usually have like the script open right next to Stop Motion Studio, but this is like, I have 8 other tabs open trying to run things at the same time. So just bear with me. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't even check if you guys can actually hear me. You can hear me, right? Okay, good. Alright. Let's actually try and do some animation. You know, because that's kind of what I was, here to do, but, we'll get off. Oh, hi, Gravity. raise my mic. Okay, raise my mic volume. I had it lowered. All right, I'm gonna raise it. Is that better? It's, if you couldn't tell, I'm pretty new at this, and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So, yeah. Let's see. How did that? Much better. Okay, you're welcome. Let's see, how does that? Can we get no, Enzo, Wonder Woman is not in this video at all. Yeah, Gravity said it. She's in the sequel, you know. Gotta save her for when it's really important. Yeah, sorry, I know. Oh shit, his hair is offline. Crap. How does that? Yeah, I don't like that. We're getting rid of it. Hello, S-Man Animations. How are you doing tonight? What, we're how long in and I've deleted everything? We've been streaming for, I can't tell, almost 10 minutes. Great. And I've gotten almost nothing done. That's fine. All right. What FPS do I use? I use 12. It's just, I started, excuse me, like 2 years ago, or 3 years ago almost, when I started, I used 8 FPS for what I think I was just like scared of going any higher because I thought it was going to be too fast. But yeah, ever since, I don't remember, I think it was the Ant-Man video, I switched over to 12 and I've just stayed there ever since. I would like to probably in the future kind of swap around and like kind of change FPSs sort of like between like fight scenes and something like that. You know, like maybe bump it up or even bump it down. I don't know. It's just something I'd like to experiment with. But, you know, face reveal. Yeah. Technically, I already did one on Instagram. For a while, I was thinking I was just never going to show my face, and I was kind of going to have it be a joke that I just never showed my face. But then, like, I just kind of decided I didn't care anymore, and it wasn't really that funny anyway, so I just, boom, here. I got nothing to hide. Let's see. Let's try and get here. Yeah, feel free to ask questions about the video or that kind of stuff, you know. Okay, so it is 9 o'clock, so hopefully more people will start showing up. You said Steve Trevor's. No, this is not Steve Trevor. This is just the normal news guy. Yes, yeah, Gravity, this is the news sequence. Let's see. How do we like this? Actually, let's play that again. do better. Yeah. Okay. See, get him raising his arm. Let's see. How does that look? That looks alright, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you couldn't tell by my lack of enthusiasm, I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't really mastered the art of being interesting 24/7. So I'm sorry. Let's see. To create. What is this? I don't want that open. Go away. Sure, right? 0. Alright, what's up, chat? Alright, hey Logan Motion Films, how are you today? Tonight? I don't know what time zone it is for you, but I know it's pretty early, but the people need to know when they can expect Wonder Woman to be dropping. Alright. I don't know. My aim is to have it out, fingers crossed, before the end of the year. I would love to have it out before 2025. I don't know how, viable that will end up being, but I think it's 100% possible. I'll just have to kind of get my butt in gear and get working on this, because this is only the 3rd scene, and the script is how many pages? I think like 43. I think it's like 43 pages. So yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my ass into gear here and get going. All right. Deadpool series when? Never. I'm never gonna do a Deadpool series standalone. Never. No. Yep, I am gonna be grinding. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but yes, keep it in your pants. And yeah. Alright, let's get back to an animation. Where was I? Pause there for a little bit. Let's see how this looks. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Doe, Enzo, chill out. Right. Let's see. Some friends. Where'd the chat go? How about chat? There we are. Is Wonder Woman gonna be lesbian? Well, duh, wouldn't you just like to know? I will not confirm nor deny that. Can't wait to wonder all over all. Oh, can't wait to wonder over all. I can't read. Jesus Christ. Can't wait to wonder all over the woman. Yes, Airborne. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's get back to animation. Gateway. So we can hold that for a little more than 6 seconds. Or not 6 seconds, 6 frames. 9 frames, sure. And then let's come closer to the camera. Oh shit, I hit the back. Fuck. Alright, it doesn't really seem to hurt anything. Where would you rank Wonder Woman in out of all your videos? Well, seeing as how I only have like 3 scenes of it done, I wouldn't put it anywhere. But I'm hoping it to be number 1. That's kind of... Is it Drake that obscure X-Men? Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, X-Men Episode 1 premiering tomorrow at... I don't remember if I said it for 8 or 9, but you can go check on my channel. It's one of those times, but tomorrow, be there. I'm looking at the camera's up there. I'm looking at you. Be there. And yeah, it'll feature my own original character by the name of Drake. And yeah, so make sure X-Men premieres tomorrow. All right. Yeah, LPP Studios. I know you've seen the screening for it. You saw it twice, probably, right? So that doesn't mean you don't show up for the live screening, you know. See it for a 3rd time, you know, which you almost did yesterday because Sean didn't show up either of the times we screened it, but, you know, that's his fault. All right. Let's see. Oh shit, what the hell? Camera's gone. See, this is the kind of thing that like just happens occasionally for me with Stop Motion Studio. Is it just like gets rid of the camera sometimes? Please tell me I'm not the only one who has this issue where it just decides that the camera doesn't work anymore and you have to reattach the camera. Like, I can't be the only one that does that too, right? I also think I haven't updated to the newest version of Stop Motion Studio, so that might be the issue. But it's annoying. And honestly, today has just been filled with so many computer issues for me. Yeah, okay, thank you, Enzo. I'm not the only one. It just... iPad, yeah. Yeah, I remember trying to do remote camera with Stop Motion Studio. That never worked for me. I could never get it to work. It was always like so horrible. Oh shit, Gage is here. I can see you're talking, but I can't hear you, so there's something wrong. Let me try and get this to work. Let's see. Okay. Headphones. Okay. I can't even hear any Discord noises right now. Hold on, Gage, can you keep talking if you're there? Damn, what the hell? Is it the stream isn't letting it work? Or did it cancel again? Oh my god. Oh, this is great. This is great. I love this. Alright, properties. Device. Because I have audio input capture. Desktop audio. Properties. Yeah. Okay. Man, this shit is not working for me today. Hold on, let me see if I can let me see if I can ask Crisis how he does it. See if this one's fucking work. Jesus. Well, you know, sometimes things just don't go your way. So we are gonna just keep on rolling. Gage, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and get this fixed. But for the meantime, oh, what the hell? For the meantime, I guess just hang tight. I don't fucking know. Technical difficulties. Alright. Roll camera. Difficult. Okay. Get credit. You see, LPP Studios. It's kind of hard to get Crisis on the call when I can't get Gravity on the call, which means I can't get anyone on the call. So I'm trying to get Crisis to tell me how he gets people on the call and have like it actually, you know, fucking work. And you can hear it. And I can hear it. Because I can't even hear it. So, you know. Alright, how do I get... Let me see if I can just play around in OBS. See if this wants to work. Alright, let me add a new... Son of a bitch. Properties. No, I couldn't even hear that. So Discord is just not working. It's not because I'm muted, am I? Just turn this shit all the way up. Blast my fucking eardrums. Nope, that didn't work. Properties. I am very sorry, chat. This is shit I probably should have, figured out beforehand. But, it is what it is. Wait, let me run a little test here. Can you guys hear it when I do the little camera clicky sound? Like, do you guys hear that? Or no? Okay, so you hear that. What streaming software am I using? I'm using OBS. Because I thought that would be easy and I thought I knew how to use it. Apparently I don't. That happens to me a lot with like all software on computer, is I just assume I'll know how to use it, and then surprise, surprise, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And then I get mad at the computer and blame the computer, and then I scream like an idiot for an hour. Probably shouldn't be saying this on live, but whatever. You need to make Discord an audio source. How do I do that? Please. Bad, you might just be the savior of this call. How do I do this? Please show me the way. I'll join the VC. Yeah, I can't hear the VC. Bad, so that's one little teensy problem. So, like, I can't hear Discord right now, and I think I don't know if that's like an issue with OBS or that's just an issue with my computer right now. But open up OBS. That has been done. I'm in OBS. What next? You see the audio area. I do. Audio mixer. Next. I assist audio mixer with all the audio stuff. Press the plus to add an audio source. Is it an audio mixer or is it the sources? Which is it? Press it. Plus add. Okay. Add source probably. Okay. Yeah, I'm not see. Okay, so you need to press the plus, then add audio source, then make it Discord. Okay, so color source. I don't have that. I have audio input capture, which I've tried already and it didn't work. I have audio output capture, which I also tried, and that didn't work. So I see color source, display source, game capture, image slicer, scene, text, video capture, window capture, text. Try audio input. that's microphones. Yeah, I don't see the same things. What are you using for your microphone? I'm using whatever this is, just like an external microphone. You're echoing now. How did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. Audio input capture. Oh, there's two audio sources. Am I not echoing anymore? Did I stop echoing? Chat, I've been at this for like half an hour already, and I'm like, I've got 31 pictures. I'm still, no is in I'm not echoing, or am I still echoing? What does no mean? You stop, okay. It's like, what does no mean? Alright, well, I don't need a second audio input, so I can delete that. Get rid of it. Get out of here. Yes, alright, get rid of that. Do you have desktop audio on? I do. It's at like 82%. Yeah, that's on. Because like I can hear like stuff like stop motion studio, like I can hear that. I can hear the camera clicking. Thing is, I don't know, like, because you're saying add Discord as an app, and I'm not seeing that as an option. Add existing. Share your OBS screen. Alright, I'm going to share my OBS screen. Alright, let's see if I can add a display capture. Alright. My OBS screen is here now. You can see this. Look, there's the chat, infinite chat. Let's go. Well, thank you everyone for coming. We are going to try and get this fixed. Bad is helping. Where did I go? Yeah, I've literally. Okay. Sorry to Gage if you're even still here. I'm real sorry. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, you are. I'm real sorry that this is. Oh wait, does it show? Does it? Yeah. Okay, it does. It's just showing my full screen. All right. There's the chat. Well, at this time, I guess I can take questions from the chat while we're trying to get Gage in here. So if you got any questions for me related to Wonder Woman or just me or my stuff, go ahead. No, I didn't watch a tutorial. I just assumed I could do it by myself. If you couldn't tell. Because like I had to use the OBS before for other shit, but trying to do all this, clearly outside of my skill set. Sorry to hear. You broke up. You and your girlfriend broke up. I don't think that's directed at me, right? Because, yeah, I've never had a girlfriend. And thus, I've never broken up with a girlfriend before. So, I don't know who you're talking to, but whoever broke up with their girlfriend, good luck. It'll get better. What the hell is going on? I have no idea what's happening in the chat right now. I honestly have no clue what's going on. Might be something in the tutorial. Which tutorial? Like just a general... Yeah, let's go to... Okay, let's not drop my phone on the floor. OBS tutorial. Discord. OBS using a Discord guide. Audio guide. Yeah, sure, you can use my location. I don't want to record, I just want to hear. Okay, let's listen to this guy.
In this video, I'll show you how to add Discord audio to OBS. If you found this guide useful, then please consider subscribing, and once you've done that, then please...
I've turned into a reaction channel now. I've just turned into a reaction channel, I just realized that. Well, if we're gonna do a reaction channel, might as well have me in the corner, am I right, guys? Alright, we're gonna channel my inner, XQC, is that his name? Is that the React? Is that the like really bad React channel where it's just like, oh my god, yeah, chat, is that real? And then just like watches the video and says nothing. So yeah, we're gonna be XQC for like, how long is this video? 2 minutes.
Consider leaving a like, and let's get right into this guide. Firstly, open up OBS and
Chat, is this real?
go to the scene which you're going to go and use.
Okay.
Now, what I recommend doing as well is that you can go and record Discord audio using the desktop
We're now recording, so just
audio,
continue.
but it does mean that anything else playing on your desk.
Wait, can you, I should check, can you guys hear this guy? Okay, so you can hear that guy. So why the fuck can't we hear Discord? God damn it. Adam the King. I don't know what kind of like I don't know what you're doing, but you're, I don't know if you're talking, you better not be talking to me, because as far as I remember, I haven't done any crimes against the brick film community. You know, then again, you know, I'm a little forgetful, so let's just keep watching this video.
Included things like game sound and things like that. So I know a lot of people prefer to keep it all separate, which I'm going to show you how to do. So firstly, turn desktop audio all the way down. Then
desktop audio all the way down. Desktop audio all the way down. We did that. Wait, does that mean you're not going to hear this guy anymore? Well, if I do that, I'm going to play the video again, and you're going to tell me if you can't hear him anymore.
what you want to do is come to sources.
Because I can hear
and
it.
just before we get any further,
But can you
this
hear
is
it?
only going to work if you've got the updated version of Discord. It needs to be version 28 or above, I believe. So if yours is older, then go to the Abyss website and go download the
Like, can you guys still hear this guy?
Once you
Gonna get a chat response. You can still hear him. So quiet. Are you talking about the video, or are you talking about like the response? Because you're doing a little like expose here in the chat. I'm just gonna keep going.
That updated version, then come to the bottom left as sources, just like so, and then you want to tap on this plus button. And a brand new source we can go and use is called the application audio.
I have that. I know I have that. All right. Source, application audio feature. Okay. App. Discord. Okay. All right. So we got that.
Capture. This is going to go and capture the audio of individual applications, and we can then go and control the audio levels of them inside of OBS. So go and select it just like so, and then it's going to go and say create new, and what I recommend is labeling this Discord.
One step ahead of you, guy.
Keep track of it, then go and tap OK, and then what we need to do is choose the window we want to go and capture. In this case, make sure
can
you
you
go
hear
and
us,
select
or did you
Discord
just say
like
that
so.
twice?
Then you can go and press OK, and as you can see, Discord is now appearing in the audio mixer. And
I assume he can
create
hear
some
us.
sound in Discord, I'll go and join a voice channel.
Oh yeah,
and
he
you
can
then
hear
go
us.
and
Yeah, we're already on
So
there.
I'm in a voice channel.
Or can I hear me as
Unreads.
I can hear through the stream myself right now.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know if he can hear it, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, I can't hear you right now, you guys in Discord, but I can't hear anything in Discord right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave Discord, and I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah, can I task manager? Can I make? Okay, Discord is done. All right. Get rid of you. It went horrible. Thanks. Okay. Don't show me this again. Skip. I can't hear anything. Right? Because I go.
Are you sure?
Why? Yeah, I'm really like lost for words as to what to do here. So desktop audio. Did that. Huh?
I am not sure.
Alright, so you guys, okay, so there's movement here. Hold on, let me actually rename this as Discord. But I can't hear it. I can't hear shit that's coming out of Discord. I don't know why. Hold on. What the hell, man?
Damn, 20 people in the live now.
Damn, 20 people.
What, like, am I deafened? I'm not deafened, am I? Because if that's... Are you kidding? That's why. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking... Keep talking.
Did you find out?
Are you kidding me? It was sending the audio out of my microphone. That doesn't even make sense. What the hell?
Damn.
Are we good now?
Oh my god. Chat, you can hear this, right? Please tell me you can hear this.
Chat, is this real?
Chat, is this fucking real? Crazy. Are you how did I not check that? Like, how did I not check that like half an hour ago? Because that happens all the freaking time as it tries to send the audio out of my microphone. That doesn't even... Oh my god.
Yeah, they can hear.
Alright. Alright, well... Let's get... Hi everyone. let's just pretend that the past half hour didn't happen. This say hello to Gage. Let's we can get rid of that. Actually, no. Get rid of that. Boom, we're back. Look, there's the animation that we're doing right now. There's my okay. One-on-one animation stream with some friends. Those friends being Gage and is Bad still here? Bad, you are still here.
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's good, chat?
Yeah.
My voice sounds a little different right now because I'm a little sick. So
Wow.
I apologize, but
All right. Finally, it took a while, but we're doing this. All right. So, where'd my mouse go? Where the hell did my mouse?
here I'll ask a little. I'll read out the chat too. People
Okay.
ask questions.
And my mouse cursor's
Someone-
invisible now. That's what? I can't see my mouse. What the fuck?
It's one issue after the other.
I
Well,
I
after
do
the
not know how to fix that one.
what the fuck? All right, I guess I'm going touchscreen then. Great.
well, someone has asked, what are you using for Wonder Woman's lasso?
It's a wire. It's a golden wire. I can actually pull. See if you can see my camera. It's like I bought it off Amazon. There's like 50 feet of this. You do not need 50 feet. I probably didn't even come close to using 1 foot, but it was only like $5 off Amazon, and it looks. Get it, Amazon, because it's Wonder Woman.
Ah,
Right, but yeah, it's like a gold color, and it worked out pretty well because it's wire, so you can just move it however you want. But you do need to like kind of cut certain lengths so that you can have like shorter and longer ones. But I think it came out looking pretty good. I filmed a couple scenes with it already.
yeah, I think I sent that to you because after the new Lincoln Pop episode,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because it looked like he had used some sort of wire. And
Yeah, his looked a lot more yellowy though.
yeah, I imagine he used something a little different,
Mm-hmm.
but because we actually talked when we wrote the script about like having the lasso in the
Yeah.
film, and we were just kind of like, well, we'll write it in, and then if we can't find a way to do it, then or I guess you can find a way to do it, then we could just replace it with
Mm-hmm.
something different.
Yeah, because like I've seen I've seen a few people do it with like they just draw it on like in stop motion studio, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah,
Just because I don't really like the look of that.
yeah. I mean, there's definitely something to be said about the practicality of having it literally in camera.
Mm-hmm. I think it was in that commentary video for Nathaniel Henley's one of the Batman ones, but he said like that kind of stuck with me is trying to do as much stuff in camera because A, it's more fun to do that, and B, it just like kind of looks better than if you're just doing everything in After Effects or whatever.
Yeah, me personally, I'm a big fan of just that real
Mm-hmm.
Lego vibe where everything's sort of in camera. I mean, obviously some stuff you kind of need to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little effects for, but
Moderate my chat better. What needs moderating? I kind of haven't been.
I think it's just because he was getting a little clowned on earlier by Alan King.
I have not been paying attention to the chat because I spent the past 30 minutes, just trying to send audio out of a microphone.
Yeah, I think Adam the King is not here anymore, so we should be good.
All right. If not, if he comes back and he's being a little bit of a nuisance, I'll time out him or just kick him. I don't want to kick him, but I'll time out him. I was about to get doxxed. Okay. Well, you didn't. So,
Yeah, it's all good, man.
All right. Let's see. I'm so behind. Cities. Well, I guess we could talk about sort of inspiration for the video and what the general plot is going to be. Not full details, but what's at least what's going on in the scene.
Yeah. I mean, because obviously, if you guys have questions too, feel free to ask them. But
Mhm.
I think the biggest thing was, well, I know from the get go we talked about we wanted to be very careful about how we approached it
Yeah.
because there's not a whole lot of Wonder Woman brick films, and so we
No.
kind of wanted to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I like about this script is I think it really takes the whole mythos by the horns and really just runs with it. Like,
Yeah.
It's a pretty long script, and we were able to fit a decent amount of stuff in there. There's a lot of characters, a lot of deep cuts. Like I said, I'm very proud of how the film utilizes the Wonder Woman mythos.
Mm-hmm. Who the character in the light brown hair is supposed to be? Yeah, actually be. This is just a newscaster. Just a random guy with a thick jawline.
A big focus of the script is, I remember we kind of talked about, is like perspective and sort of not only how Diana sees the world around her,
Mm-hmm.
but how everyone else sees Diana. So there's, like I said, there's a big focus on perspective, and there's a big focus on just sort of, or a lot of time spent rather, on everyone kind of getting to pitch in and tell you what they think about the situation. And that, I guess, just a sort of brief idea what the plot is going to be is that Diana is acting as an ambassador, and she's trying to bridge the gap between the surface or the man's world and the island of Themyscira. And it's not going too smoothly.
No.
It kind of seems like war is imminent, and she's trying to stop that.
The hierarchy of the LDCU is about to change.
And this character is not Steve Trevor, as some people seem to think it is. But Steve Trevor is in the film.
Oh, you want to see the Steve Trevor design? Let me see if I can find it. I usually keep all my characters in little like buckets like this underneath. I have like a little table underneath here. So I think it's just nice to keep everything organized. Because actually, I have my stuff for the next film, Batman. I have all my Batman stuff in here too. But I won't talk too much about that because this is Wonder Woman night.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
someone said the hierarchy of the LDCU is about to change, and that is true. Wonder Woman, I mean, she does some pretty impressive things, and like she's got some feats that she pulls off in this for sure. It's your regular epic. I mean.
Yeah, I think as Crisis likes to call them, hero music moments. Where it's just doing something heroic, and then just the music's popping the fuck off.
The Trinity are definitely some of DC's biggest heroes, and I think this film definitely encapsulates that. I think we get a pretty clear look at what her kind of power is, and she's got like I said, she's trying to prevent a war, so she's got the stakes are high.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, you wanted to see the Steve Trevor design. Well, there it is. It's got the newer Hawkeye hair. I don't know what that face is. It's like a stubble face. I don't know what it's from. I just found it in the bin. And then it's got this is just his civilian attire. He'll get like military attire later. And then he's got the newer Indiana Jones torso, and then just gray legs. Oh shit, I dropped him. But yeah, that's Steve Trevor. So this is not this guy is not Steve Trevor for the millionth time.
Someone said, referring to the Wonder Woman video that I made a few years back, this is a good thing. This isn't like Wonder Woman Dreams of Darkness, where Steve isn't even mentioned. And it's funny that you say that, because part of like why I was so excited to work with SPS on this is because I had made a Wonder Woman video, and I was really not happy with what I had done with it, and I really wanted to help and make help rectify some of the mistakes that I had made in the past. And so I I am proud to say that a lot of Wonder Woman supporting, really all of the major supporting characters that we know from the Wonder Woman mythos, they do make appearances.
See if I can change cameras here. Actually. Wonder Woman minifigure looks fantastic. Why, thank you. Actually, let me pull that out next. It is a combination of the original from 2012 or 2013. God, I can't remember. But from that Lex Luthor mech set. I remember getting that set. I remember that weekend I got the set like so vividly. Like it was just my dad and I. Like my mom and my sisters were out. I think they were at like some like Girl Scout camp or something. But it was just my dad and I. We went to Target, and that was the first time I'd ever seen that set, and I was just so fat. Like I just wanted it, and I guess I peer pressured my dad into getting it for me. So I got that set, and I remember like I got the set, and then like a few weeks later maybe, like I saw it in the Lego Batman 2 video game, and that was just like amazing to me. So I have a lot of fun memories of that. Those 3 minifigures and that set. I wish I still had that set built. I might buy it again just to, feel nostalgic. But anyways, it's a combination of... Let me go back. It's a combination of the original minifigure and the newer first appearance figure. It says the legs from the first appearance figure and the arm bracelets. But it's got a different face. I don't know what... I think it came from Peggy Carter, actually, the face. I don't remember. But yeah, that's Wonder Woman.
I think I remember like specifically, can we get the Underoos?
Yeah.
Someone asked if Donna is in the cards, and I'd probably say, I don't want to spoil too much, but I think a cool thing about the LDCN is Crisis just kind of showed is that sidekicks are definitely something that's coming, and from just kind of what everyone's talked about, sidekicks are definitely something that are kind of a focus. I'm heading Superman, and I've definitely got an interest in Supergirl, and obviously Robin exists now, and Flash is a character that is coming soon, as is like Aquaman, and there have been discussions about all their sidekicks, so it's definitely not out of the picture.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, obviously, people like the sidekicks because Clipped Wings is at like over 5,000 views, I believe.
Yeah, I think it like just hit 6K. It's going crazy.
Crazy. You said LDCN, not LDCU. Well, did I say that or did?
Oh, I might have said that. The thing about it is that yes, the LDCU is founded by myself, probably Josh, Crisis Studios, and Greenleaf Productions, and we were all members of the LDCN, and it, and we're all still good friends with the guys that are over there at the LDCN. But as I understand it now, the LDCN is not really a thing anymore. So we kind of just made our own thing. Me, probably Josh, and Greenleaf also made the MOU, and we were like, well, we have all these DC projects. Let's make the LDCU. Mm-hmm. And Crisis is obviously a big DC guy, and he was
really
him and Josh were already working. Oh yeah. In case you didn't know. And then him and Josh were already talking about doing Robin and Batman, so that was the thing. And so I do catch myself saying LDCN, even though because it is ostensibly just the LDCN, but under a new banner, because that was Instant Motion Films' universe, and now it is. We weren't going to just take that over because we wanted to respect his vision. As for who's doing Flash, we have someone looking at it. I am not sure if it is like totally official yet, so I don't want to say, but there is a Flash thing coming.
And they might have been in the chat The person doing Flash.
Yeah,
but, you know.
they could have already shown their face. But yeah, I mean, it's been a nice little year for the LDCU so far. We got gears are moving for sure. I mean, we got Batman.
You
My
got two
Suicide Squad's
episodes of
almost
Batman
canon.
out, right?
We got 2 episodes of
They were
Batman.
both
We got
this year?
Robin now. They're both this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Plastic Man, Question. Those are also both carryovers from a different universe.
Mm-hmm.
We have what else do we have? Oh, Josh's Green Arrow, obviously. Wonder Woman's on the way. That'd be crazy if you got that out before the end of the year. I do not envy that workload.
I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible, especially since we need to get like voice actors, and
right.
those take a while. But you know, I'd love to have it out by the end of the year. But if that's not possible, then it will definitely be like Q1 of 2025. You know, early
Right.
2025.
And then I'm still kind of waiting to see, but I'm hoping to maybe have an episode of Superman out by the end of the year. I just I just kind of have to see. I've also got Spider-Man, and I've also got a Christmas special that I know I'm gonna have to put time aside for.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I am kind of. I don't know if I told me I could say this, but I am doing this year's Atlas Christmas special. So, you know, I'm gonna try and I've been like kind of animating this at the same time.
Right.
So if it gets to like November and that video is not quite done yet, and this video also isn't quite done yet, I'm gonna prioritize that video just to have it out in time.
Right. Oh yeah, that's totally fair.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and keep a healthy balance of doing this and that at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
at least in the case of my Christmas video, it's on the shorter end.
Yeah,
so
same.
It's not going to be
not too long.
That's cool though. From there's going to be a couple other MLU Christmas videos, so it seems like in the balance in 2022. That's cool. We'll have a nice little. It'll be a full holiday season for Brick Films.
Yeah,
it's always nice.
I mean, I had because I'm so if you don't already know, chat, I am doing X-Men for myself, not for a universe. But that's the first episode's premiering tomorrow at 8 or 9. I forgot to check, but one of those times. So if you could be there, chat, that'd be appreciated. But I did consider like writing a Christmas special for that. But like the way I structured the season is I didn't want like it was going to be hard because each episode, you know, they lead into the next, and I didn't want to like write myself into a corner where I'd like. If, let's say, episode 6 was a Christmas special, I didn't want to write myself into a corner where I released episode 5 in, like, May, and then had to wait to do the next one until Christmas. So I just left it all as non-season specific.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of the same for my Christmas video as well. I don't quite know where it fits in the canon of my season, but because I don't really think too. It's bad because I do run a universe, so I probably should, but I don't normally think too much about like timelines and all that. But I don't know if it was X-Men 97. I feel like there's a lot of X-Men videos going around. I noticed that.
Yeah. Mine.
A couple of the.
I had the idea for
yours
before X-Men 97 came out, so I have that defense. I had scripts written before X-Men 97 was out, because that came out in March, and I had scripts written over Christmas break of 2023. I wrote like 7 episodes or something ridiculous over Christmas break. I was on a roll.
Oh, nice.
I was basically writing.
Yeah,
I was
that's always
basically
nice
writing a new
feeling.
episode every day.
That's always a nice feeling when you really hit your groove
Yeah.
with writing like that, and you just kind of are able to grind that stuff out. It's always satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool that X-Men are getting a push though. It's definitely like a team that hasn't gotten too much attention in the past.
Yeah, there was very few X-Men brick films, but there are a bunch now because of X-Men '97.
And many more to come.
Yeah. See, let's check the chat again. I thought X-Men was Atlas Law. Yeah, no. X-Men is for me personally, my own Marvel Universe. I shouldn't say my own Marvel Universe because I don't really have plans to do anything besides X-Men, but it is in my it's for me. And Atlas X-Men is happening. I believe it's just I'm not doing it. I have no involvement with it. Let's see, LPP Studios. I want to do a Deadpool origin series. Like you do it for you, or do you do it for like a universe? For you after I finish Kick-Ass. Okay. I mean, you do whatever you want. You know, don't let anybody stop you.
It's cool seeing a Kick-Ass series.
Yeah.
There's anytime you see a series that like branches out of like all those big franchises like Marvel and DC and Star Wars and whatnot, it's interesting because it's so they're so few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in that same kind of vein, I've always thought it'd be cool for someone to do like a Watchmen series where they like adapted the book or something.
Yeah, not the Zack Snyder version.
Oh, yeah. Man, I actually because like that movie, man, it's fucking wild.
I like to pick on Zack Snyder a lot, but I really shouldn't because I haven't seen most of his movies.
Man, it's Zack Snyder is just like it's an absolute enigma. I really just can't bring myself to watch most of this. I really don't like his interpretation of the DC universe. I've seen three. I don't like. I think Watchmen is weird because it's like basically a 1-for-1 adaptation of the book, but then it like randomly decides to try and be different in the third act, and I think it almost ruins the movie. And then I haven't seen his like newer stuff. I watched 300, I watched 300, and that movie is kind of embarrassing. Just because I'm in college and I'm a history major, so I care. And I was actually like specifically taking a class about, or not a class, but I was specifically learning about like ancient Sparta, and ancient Greece. And so I watched that movie and I was like, I'm curious, and it's just like, it's so just like, I mean, obviously, in like sort of historical movie, it's gonna take it's creative liberties, but it's just like it's kind of the exact like they just say stuff and it's like, oh, none of that happened in ancient Sparta.
Yeah.
LPP Studio said, I hope MOU does X-Men stuff, and the MOU is doing X-Men stuff. We're just kind of figuring it out right now because we want to make sure. Because I mean, as I kind of mentioned earlier, there's like a lot of X-Men stuff coming out in the community, so you want to make sure you're doing something kind of interesting and not stepping on too many people's toes.
Hope Kick-Ass gets an animated series like Spectacular Spider-Man or Primal's art style. Yeah, thanks. I don't like my ears anyway.
Welcome, Kubala. We're talking, bro. Dude, that asks the question everyone of course wants to know, which is when Superman coming out for the LDCU, which is soon. Maybe sooner than we think. I don't know. I kind of feel bad about having two series. Earning for time. I'll be right back.
LPP, is there any LDCU projects for open for unknown characters besides Prometheus? That's not a question for me.
Wait, speaking of question, hold on. Who just joined?
Speaking of question, it's me, guys.
Yo, is that
Oh my goodness.
the question guy?
Yeah, it's a question, yeah.
Sir.
No, Fully Stoked Productions 05. This is not Steve Trevor. You were like the 80th person to ask. But no, it's not Steve Trevor. This is just a newscaster. Because they're on the news.
Yo, is that Lincoln too?
Damn,
Got
we
all
got,
the LDCU in here.
well, we got half of it at least.
Yeah.
With the clue dragged in.
The clue.
Well. If it ain't the main who bring the pain, the boy Wayne.
That's out of the bag, dude.
Glazing is crazy.
Try not to bring.
What the dog? What is making that sound?
That would be good.
Dog doing.
What the?
What the dog doing?
What the? What the?
Hey man, we get it.
Alright, thank you guys. Come on, I can't sign everyone's autographs. I just gotta do a few minute cameo, come on, no photos. I know you guys are all really excited for episode 4 of Plastic Man. Calm down. It's in the works.
Man.
Alright, everyone, simmer down. I know, Nightwing, I see you. You asking for it. Come on, I can't, no autographs right now, no autographs. Come on. Alright, guys, I have to go take another business call. I think Sydney Sweeney called my phone. So, I gotta go talk to her. Type shit. Alright.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Well, toodaloo to you.
A good guy. I love
think
Clue.
he's the main character, bro.
Well, alright. Let's see if I can't get back to actually animating. What, Fully Stoked Productions, what do you use to animate? I use Stop Motion Studio for Windows, which means I use Stop Motion Studio, the broken version, because it does not work half the time. But,
Come on, man. Upgrade to Dragon Frame.
Boy, ain't nobody got money for Dragon Frame, bro. We don't got
Unless-
response.
Thank you so much.
gee, unless I just randomly spawned $400 or however much it costs. No, I won't do that.
That's fair enough. Your school might be able to get it for you for free. I don't know. Depends where you're going.
Well, I'm at a community college, so I'm lucky that I get Microsoft for free.
Oh, damn.
You old as hell, bro.
Old as hell.
That's crazy.
16, and I'm going to community college. I'm young for my age.
16.
Yeah. Skipped ahead a little.
In college?
Are you like dual enrolled, or are you fully enrolled in college?
I'm fully enrolled at my college, the local community college.
Damn. It's like a young Sheldon in here, guys. Young Sheldon.
Literally young Sheldon in the call, bro.
Yeah.
Thought I was smart, bro.
For real.
Anyways, I'm gonna actually try and animate, because that is kind of what I was supposed to do for this live stream. But that's basically just I got the microphone. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
and I don't live stream and animate anymore because I normally just get off task the whole time.
Well, you know, it took a while for me to actually get this shit working, but you know, we got it working now.
That's what matters. I will probably get back to my LDCU super top secret business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I 100% know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Good luck with your stream.
If you eventually get Dragon Frame, it's worth it, and the animation looks awesome. I'm gonna say a little. I don't know if it's gonna be controversial, but I don't think you really need uber expensive software to make the animation look good. I think you can do.
You most
that.
definitely do now.
Because like, I mean, how many of us here just use Stop Motion Studio?
I actually use Dragon Frame, and I am not. I definitely like I think the purchase is well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely don't need it. If you're someone that's starting out for filming,
yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up upgrading in the next few years, but
I definitely think it's worth the upgrade. There's a lot of features that you said, though, but it's definitely not. You don't need it. You can working just fine with Stop Motion Studios.
I'm probably just gonna end up upgrading purely for like the technicality standpoint of it actually being fucking functional. Hopefully,
right. That was the biggest thing for me.
I'm probably in the next like couple of years. You know, once I go off to like actual college, not community college, I'm probably gonna end up upgrading my laptop. I don't know if I'm gonna switch to Windows or to switch to Apple or not. I haven't decided because I mainly use Windows and like Android and that stuff. But I just like Windows 11 is just so non-functional for like everything I try and do. I have to like downgrade everything so that it used to like to the way it used to work. Like I can't. It's just so terrible. Like I really hate it.
Yeah, and here's a little tip for the college people out there. I don't think there's probably many. You can get a student discount for Dragon Frame, so yeah, it's like $100 off. So
yeah, that's good. Let's see if I can't get back to animating. All right. Use Microsoft Edge and it's so slow. Yeah. I don't know what happened because Windows 10 used to work just fine. I don't know why they broke it when they changed to 11. Have any of you tried mouth animations? No, and I have no intention to, ever.
yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind having that aspect of my videos, but I don't know. It's a lot of effort.
It's just me, but
yeah,
I think to me it's kind of like distracting, almost, and that like when you put it in there, it almost sort of kind of looks like you're trying to just have something happening during dialogue scenes when you could just have the characters move around. Like I don't think you need it, and I don't think it makes it look any better, honestly.
yeah, it just kind of depends.
That's just my 2 cents. I mean, like for like the forest fire stuff where he has like the mouth packs and all that like fucking crazy shit. I think that looks good, but like he spends a shit ton of time on it, and I don't know if that amount of work is really necessary for like the difference in how it looks compared to just normal. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things where it just kind of comes down to perspective or to preference.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do that, you want to take that extra mile, all more power to you. Me personally, I mean, I wouldn't like. I could do it. I just kind of don't want to spend that much time doing that. Especially now, because I spend a good amount of time in the editing room, so to speak. But and I actually like specifically really hate laying the dialogue down, like picking through all the takes. So I think that like going through frame by frame and animating a mouth would drive me to insanity.
Yeah. Out of all the like the aspects of doing stop motion, I think editing is just I hate it. I hate editing so much. I like the feeling of editing everything together and then you see the finished product. I like that feeling a lot because like I did this. I started with a Microsoft Word document and now I'm here with a finished video. But just like again, this is just me probably, but I have such terrible luck with like video editors and like apps and stuff. Like they always just seem to end up not working for me. Like I've had so many like technical issues. But again, in a few years when I upgrade computers, probably I'll hopefully be able to negate some of those issues. Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really don't. For me, I do. I like editing. I like putting it together. You know, I mean, a lot of the, a lot of your more important aspects of making a video come in editing.
Yeah.
And I particularly really like doing sound design. But,
yeah, it's fun.
Man, putting the dialogue in kills me.
I can hear the echo. Why is this? Why is it echoing? Keep talking.
Hello?
Is it echoing still, guys? I didn't even know it was echoing. I don't even know if, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's see, we got 70 pictures.
Boom, baby, 70 pictures.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I think the echoing has been fixed.
Yeah.
But yeah, editing, it's fun. Like I said, I like sound design. That's something I've been trying to pay more attention to.
Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest challenges while I was editing X-Men, is just finding like all the sound effects for like the powers.
It's always funny too, like kind of a lot in Spider-Man, where it's like you have these scenes where you're kind of, there's not really all, it's just like a dialogue scene, so it's kind of just like, you have your dialogue tracks, but then you just might have some ambience in the background, and that's kind of it. And then you have like your fight scenes where there's like 200 sounds just all right on top of each other.
Let's see if we can zoom out here.
And yeah, superpowers are, coming up with sounds for those is difficult. I haven't had to do it too much, except for like some of Spider-Man's like web shooters. I try and layer and make sound nice, but when I get to doing Superman, that's gonna be tough, finding stuff for like his laser vision and everything.
Etta Candy? No, this is not Etta Candy. This is Veronica Cale.
But Etta Candy is here.
Yeah, she will be in like the next scene, which I don't think I'll move. I think I'm just doing this newsroom scene for today. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I might have other stuff going on tomorrow, so I might not stream tomorrow, but I don't know. So may or may not stream tomorrow. I'll keep you guys posted on Instagram and that stuff.
When you say a sound Bible,
Is that like a
Is-
website or something?
yeah, is that like a website? Or are you talking about like a sound library? What do you mean? Because I do have I do have like a sound library.
I stole a
Which
lot
is
of my
called-
sounds from Edbound, but he has a lot more like
Ah.
cartoony sounds, and those aren't really most of the time what I'm looking for. So I usually just use YouTube and like I'll screen record the video and just steal the audio from it.
Yeah, okay. He said Sound Bible is a web. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I get a lot of my stuff off YouTube.
Mhm.
I also use this site called Pixabay, which has a bunch of different. I found some pretty good stuff
Mhm.
from that.
I actually I forget what website I found it on, but for Mystique in the X-Men video for Mystique, I used the sound effect of from Monsters Inc. The main villain like Randall or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah.
I used like his like transformation sound effect just because I was able to find that easier than I was Mystique's, and it sounded
Right.
kind of cool, and I liked it, and I think it worked out pretty well. So that was kind of fun. But
Fully Stoked Productions has asked, who is our favorite DC heroes
I'll let you go
or
first.
character? I got a pretty basic answer, but it's Superman. No, he's just he's the man. I mean, I don't know. I really like Superman. I like a character that's just a classic superhero. That's just trying to, inspire.
Yeah. That's kind of a hard question because like I don't really know. Because like if it was Marvel character, I'd be like Nightcrawler right off the bat. But for DC, I want to say Batman, but like I don't want to say Batman because that's a basic bitch answer, and I want to be not. I don't want to just say the most basic answer ever. Because everyone's favorite is Batman. So I will go with a very basic but still less basic answer of Tim Drake as Robin.
Nice. That's probably my favorite Robin.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, very unpopular opinion from me with the Robins is that I don't like Jason Todd very much at all.
Interesting.
Or Damian Wayne. I hate Damian Wayne so much in just about every interpretation of him I have not liked. I find him annoying, but the same kind of extends to Jason Todd, where to me he just kind of when he's Robin, he just kind of feels like Dick Grayson, but like a bitch who whines a lot.
Yeah, as I understand it, the Robins are pretty different. Like Jason and Damian particularly are pretty different in like the comics than they are in a lot of things that get adapted in.
Yeah,
I don't read a lot.
I actually own. There was a 2-comic. Actually, it's right down here. I actually own the comics where Jason Todd went on his first mission as Robin. I found these at a comic store. He went against Two-Face, and that's where the whole Two-Face killing his dad thing came from. But these are I actually really like these comics. I got them at a comic shop a bunch of years ago from now, but they were $2 a piece, so that was nice.
That's smart.
And I also love like looking through old comics like these and just looking at like the advertisements because it's funny to see like call in now and you can get your portable radio and your small black and white portable TV. Batteries not
Your
included.
hypno glasses.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
back to Jason Todd Robin. I just when he's Red Hood, he's mostly good if he's written well. Like Under the Red Hood, the movie, is a good ass movie because they wrote Jason Todd well, but like a lot of the times he isn't written that well, and he's just kind of boring. Yeah, the fans voted to kill Jason Todd because nobody liked him.
They did, yeah.
I think that's funny to me that like everyone almost unanimously voted kill this child. We hate him.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy for comics. Not gonna lie, especially back then, where it's like they were a lot more
That was
chill than
like
they are now.
late 80s, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, and the '90s got pretty edgy for comics, so I guess it checks
Yeah.
out. Uh,
But yeah, Dick
Love
Grayson and Tim Drake are I strongly prefer seeing them as Robins.
I was gonna say earlier, my favorite DC superhero is definitely Superman, but I also quite like Aquaman, like unironically.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, my freshman year, I was like at college, and I was like, I didn't have my animation stuff with me really, so
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading a lot of comics, and I was like, I'm gonna read a lot of Aquaman because I don't get the criticism that he's lame, and I really didn't like the Snyder version of him. I thought it was like kind of try hard,
Yeah.
and so I read a bunch of Aquaman stuff, and I quite like Aquaman.
Yeah. I don't like the hook hand beard because it's like you can just tell it's trying too hard to like seem cool. Like this is edgy Aquaman. He's got a beard and a
Yeah,
hook
I think
hand.
I really don't get it. Like I feel like he's not a like I feel like he's just not a inherently silly, character.
Because like if you think about it, just about every comic book character has a kind of silly power.
Yeah, and he's just like he's just a king. It's just it's like
Like he's really no different from Thor.
right. Someone asked, Daredevil's going to show up in my Spider-Man series. You'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Why would I tell you that?
Yeah, I mean, MOU crossovers are definitely happening. It's kind of a question of when, I suppose. I will tell that there was one episode that I scrapped from the season that Daredevil was not going to show up in, but Squirrel Girl was. The premise was that like Kraven gets sent to New York to kill the most dangerous like superhero in New York, and obviously you as the viewer are supposed to be like, oh, he's gonna go fight Spider-Man, and they're like Squirrel Girl.
That's a very good combination of using Craven and Squirrel Girl. That's a very
thank you.
That's a very smart combination, actually. Now that you think about it.
I was pretty happy with that. Like with that. I mean, and it's like I said, I scrapped it from the season, but I've kind of got like a bank of just episode ideas that didn't make it into this season that I kind of want to maybe try and produce later.
I've got a few of those for X-Men, which is funny because I haven't even released the first episode yet. But so I don't want to talk about those ideas because I might end up using them in the future. But
yeah, and I won't say that he will show up necessarily in Spider-Man Sunshine, but Spider-Man and Daredevil definitely will they will cross over. You just kind of have to wait and see if it happens in the show itself. Because this isn't like a spoiler, but the MLU, like all the street level heroes, like Daredevil, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, they are building up two-way crossover. So, inevitably, like I said, they are gonna meet, but who knows? Maybe some of them will. And I don't really know if and when Deadpool will show up in the MLU. At some point, I'm sure. Like I said, there's a lot of X-Men stuff floating around, and so the mutant stuff is kind of up in the air at the moment. That's like what that's gonna look like.
yeah.
Ooh, someone else also said MLU LDCU crossovers. Dude, I'm actually gonna be so honest. I really am not crazy about Marvel and DC crossing over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it like in concept it's like, oh, whatever, but I don't know. I think those characters just work better on their own.
I think you just have to have a really good story idea that like justifies its existence and isn't just like a shill of like, oh my god, you're seeing that character do that thing with that character and that character shows up.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not too crazy on myself. And also Sunshine, no. Daredevil actually takes place a little bit before Spider-Man season 2. There's so like if you I'm a lot of MOU talk right now. I'm sorry, it's not a lot of one wrong time.
Like I
The like chronologically, right? Amazing Fantasy season 1 is the first thing that has happened in the universe right now. He's one of the Spider-Man's like one of the earliest heroes. And then there's like a 5-year time gap, and like after season 1, where he was being Spider-Man, kind of being establishing himself as Spider-Man, and then we pick up with him in season 2. And Daredevil happened like Daredevil season 1 happens a little bit before season 2, and some of the events that happen in the latter half of Daredevil will be kind of important to the main antagonist of season 2 of Spider-Man, who we actually will meet sooner rather than later.
Ooh. Yeah, watch that back. Why was my Iron Man move to happen after Spider-Man? I have no idea. Not a question for me.
It was more Spider-Man was moved to happen before Iron Man. I wasn't initially intending to do a time gap when I made the show, so we had to kind of had to shuffle some things around. But only real retcon that has to be made is that there is a date on Ben's grave in episode 4 that is not technically accurate anymore. But besides that, everything else is fine. You need their continuity.
All right, I got another. What frames do I use? He used to do 5. Now I do 10. I do 12. I used to do 8, but that
Nice.
just ended up choppy, and I didn't like it, so I moved to 12. And I would like to. I don't know if it'll happen in Wonder Woman, but I would like to experiment with like changing FPSs with like fight scenes. I might try it with Wonder Woman. I think that would be cool, especially with certain fight scenes that'll happen later with certain characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was like first like coming around in the brick film community, like everyone kind of used 15 frames per second, so that's what I started out at. And I don't know exactly what it was, but like at some point I was just like, well, I want to go. I don't know. I want to go lower. I've always kind of liked the choppier animation style, and I think it might have been that like Spider-Verse had come out around the time, and I'd like read something about how they changed frame rates, and I was like, this could be interesting. So I bumped it down to like 10. I did 10 for a while, and I think like a lot of season 1 of my Spider-Man show was shot on 11, and then I bumped it back up to 12.
Yeah.
And recently I actually like tried to animate a clip at 15. And like it looked so like I couldn't even do it. It was like so fast and jittery, and I was like, "Oh God, I've lost this talent clearly."
I think that like when I see Crisis is in the chat right now, like when Crisis did his recent Batman video, which is popping the fuck off right now, 6,000 views.
Oh
yeah. Like when he does that, when he uses 10 FPS, I think it, especially with his animation style. I think when using 10 FPS and like someone's swinging in for a punch, when they actually do the punch, like it highlights the actual pose more.
Yeah, because it's moving, a little slower. And I get a little more.
Again, I don't like the Glaze Edbound because I don't really care for his animations anymore. But like I think he said it in one of his behind the scenes whatever it's you want to like accentuate the poses because that leads to a more dynamic understanding of what's happening in a fight scene.
Right.
Because if someone's punching someone, you got to kind of pause on that punch for a few frames so that you realize that, that person actually got punched, and it just ends up looking cooler.
Yeah.
All right. Who is the main villain, says LPP Studios. Am I allowed to say?
I feel like it might be fun to keep it a secret.
Yeah. but there will be a few villains in it.
Yeah.
I've already animated all the scenes for one of them, because there's one that's sort of just a smaller, just sort of in the beginning, kind of little intro fight scene. But there's 2 others that appear later.
Yeah, we get kind of we get like a Spider-Man 3 situation. There's like 3 different villains in this. Yeah. and I think there's like some references to. I think it's like a reference to like a more obscure one villain, but all the other ones are fairly like grounded.
Oh wait, no, there is another one at the very end. I forgot about that
Oh yes, yeah.
I have to come up with a design for that one. You'll have to send me some pictures of what you want that one to look like.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe I almost forgot about that one. That one's cool. I think that'll be interesting. And they're not. It's not. None of them are like too deep cuts. They're all pretty well-known characters.
Yeah.
I think I know one that we like talked about, or like a character that like I've always kind of been interested in is Giganta, but unfortunately that's a tough one to do.
Yeah, in
In a
animation.
vertical. Yeah, it's not easy.
No.
I think really unless you like I know there's like people that make like big giant Galactus mini figures, quote unquote. I think that'd be kind of the way to go. Otherwise, you just probably have to end up doing like very VFX heavy.
What you could do is probably you could 3D print one, but
right.
My 3D printer is kind of broken right now, so that's not going to work. And plus, I have 0 3D art skills, so I could not design that myself.
It's also difficult.
Yeah, and I'd have to paint it.
Yeah, that too.
And I'd have to paint an identical looking one in small scale. Oh, Bad's asking who we should vote for in the 2024 presidential election. My ballot came today.
Bad, are you 18?
I didn't realize you were that old.
Dude, everyone, I'm a bleeding heart American. You gotta vote if you are of the age. Make sure.
Yeah.
Someone said Wonder Woman has so many unknown villains besides Cheetah, and that's right. Wonder Woman has Wonder Woman has a nice little rogues gallery. Not a ton of like big hitters, but like definitely, she's definitely got some, and I'm pretty happy to say that I think we utilize a couple of them pretty well.
Anyways, to answer your question, Bad, I think you should do your own research and not be asking SBS Productions and Gravity Films 4 who you should vote for in an election, because I can't vote. I am 16. I will not be able to vote for another 2 years. So my opinion doesn't really matter. And plus, you should have your own, especially since it's already this close to voting season.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to assume you were joking and you already have your opinion, or you're just not going to vote. But you should vote because it's important. And my political science teacher said voting is important. And he's never lied so far, so.
You gotta do it as a good American citizen. You gotta do your research. Someone asked the question. Where was it? Is Dr. Psycho in here? You'll have to wait and see.
Yep, that's you gotta figure it out for yourself.
Someone also asked if there will be a Suicide Squad sequel, and there will be, but not for another year at least, probably 2 years at least.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not really in demand because no one's really dying to see those characters again because they're all kind of dead.
Yeah, the only people that are dying to see those characters are the squad members themselves.
Because
also, there's the squad member that's going to appear in the sequel that needs to be set up first. And so, we gotta wait on that. But also, like, I've got I gotta set up Superman. I gotta do my Spider-Man series. We got other things to worry about.
Will Question make an appearance in Wonder Woman? Bad, you're the question guy. If he did, you would know about it.
Yeah. Dude, someone said politics are cool. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm a big fat nerd for American politics, I gotta say.
Yeah, and we'll even see some politics in this video.
Yeah, I definitely think that like feeds into this video a little bit. I definitely was like kind of trying to stretch that political science noodle.
Yeah. So you'll see the president. You'll see the
You do see the president.
You'll see the LDCU president of the United States. I don't know if you'll see the president's face. You'll probably just see the president from behind. Just because I like to make it mysterious, you know. But will Lex Luthor ever make his campaign for president? Alexa, shut up. What are you talking about?
That would be cool. That definitely be in the future.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my Alexa went off. Hold on, I'm gonna unplug her. I don't need her talking right now.
Richard Nixon was the president in the 1970s, and so no. No, it's just a regular person. No spoilers, honestly. So it's not any sort of specific like DC character. We just kind of made up a person. Putting a real U.S. president would probably get a little too real unless it was like a period piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is there technically a year where this takes place? Did we?
Yes, there is. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it is. Yes,
it's modern day. So that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Is the president a man or is it fictional? Are you calling women fictional? What do you mean by that?
Someone said Suicide Squad killed Jimmy Carter. Comes on that. Yeah. Dude, Jimmy Carter shared the first a birthday, and fucking he's 100 now. It's crazy. He looks like a corpse. I'm not sure if he is alive. Really,
he's also apparently the first president to report seeing an alien.
I do. I did read that. We haven't had a female president, but
we might. You never know.
We might. We'll have to see how this next election turns out.
It's looking pretty split.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight one. I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. It is like an all-male club, but who might break that? That'd be cool.
Until maybe what's her face becomes president.
What's her face? Yeah, dude, that lady, I can't remember.
That one broad. Jesus.
Thank you, Jimmy Carter. Yes, thank you, Jimmy Carter. That's what we all say.
Are we gonna work out the Plastic Man and Wonder Woman episode? No, because you're gonna try and make Plastic Man turn into Wonder Woman's dress, and I'm not. That's not happening.
Nah, we have some integrity. We gotta keep up. Dude, LPP. If you're old enough, you should. The system falls apart if we don't participate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really, but it's it's your right. You should exercise it.
They actually fine people in Australia if you don't vote.
Yeah. Dude, Jonah, don't even play with me. Don't even say that. Yes, you will. I'll literally come. I'll come down there and.
I will go to Michigan.
Dude, I'm gonna go to Michigan. Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're in the glove or the dog, but I will come to Michigan.
I've got your Snapchat. I can find that location real easily.
Oh, jeez.
Someone said I nearly got fined because I slept on a voting day.
Are you?
Yeah, it's not good.
Australian. I got an Australian in the chat, huh?
Look at that. That's cool. I mean, It would suck to get fined. I mean, if you don't want to vote, don't vote. I think it would be interesting to. I definitely think that's interesting. The idea of like mandating voting.
Mhm.
That's interesting. But
I mean, it's like, yeah, you gotta vote or you get fined. It's not like you gotta vote or you go to prison, like in like North Korea, where if you don't vote on the ballot that says Kim Jong Un, you die. But yeah, it's interesting. How'd we get on voting? Remember when this was about Wonder Woman?
oh, someone just asked. Well, it's slightly relevant. Wonder Woman is a political piece, if you will.
Yeah.
Not really though. Like I said, I'm a nerd for this sort of stuff, and so I would kind of want to do like a political thing. I think that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't really want to share my political views
Yeah.
on the internet.
I think it's probably way too similar to like Incredibles, but it would be cool if you started like seeing people like sue against the superheroes.
Yeah.
And have someone like Superman try and represent himself in court and like deal with like
Yeah.
and if a bomb goes off in the courtroom, maybe he doesn't just stand there like an emotionless asshole and just leave. BVS.
Right.
Who is the blonde woman? That would be Veronica Cale, Wonder Woman's Lex Luthor.
No celebrities as president, please. Oh
No.
my god. I'm moving out of the country if like Kendrick Lamar or like Kanye West or I don't know, Taylor Swift became the president. It'd be like the worst day of my life.
Just imagine like a president like Taylor Swift becoming president and then be like, all right, I'm gonna go on tour. Like, just imagine like how many like security. Like, she already has like a shit ton of security. Just imagine like Taylor Swift
Yeah.
with presidential security.
Oh yeah. I mean, I imagine her whole team is probably right up to par
Mm-hmm.
with the lights. Yeah, I guess not bad. I guess you can't be president.
Yeah, sorry.
For not, celebrities.
Animating video right now, listening to the stream. It's great background sounds. Honestly, that's what I use a lot of live streams for. Like, that's what I did a lot of the times when the Crisis Kitchen was still happening. I would just have that on in the background, and I would animate stuff.
I've been wanting to maybe do some live stream myself. I really like when Forest Fire live streams, so I like to put that on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can. I always think it's interesting to see other people's animation process. I feel like there's a lot you can kind of learn from.
A lot of the times, like, he'll answer questions too, and like you'll learn shit you didn't even know.
Yeah.
So that's helpful. Let's see. All right, we got 114 pictures taken. All right. And I still have a shit ton of this scene to go. Alright, I am probably going to cut the stream off at around maybe 11:30. Maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, because how long have I been streaming already? When did I it says I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. So I think I can maybe do it like another hour-ish. Can we see the whole clip? Yes, you can.
1,000 frames in one shot. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Let me check something. Actually, that's an absurd amount of frames.
Yeah,
Oh, I deleted it. Damn it. I was gonna check my suit if I had the Final Fight of Suicide Squad and see how many frames that was. Look at those buttery sweet frames.
Oh yeah. Actually, let me check. Can you guys can still see if I go out of yeah. All right. I'm gonna check how many frames some of this stuff was. Actually, I can't. Right. Yeah, you can see there are all the Batman Instagram things that I did. I just took each individual picture on Stop Motion Studio. And you can see this is how I do the lightsabers. Is I take all the frames out of it and make it into a new project, and then I put that into the editor. Because if I try and do like the whole video in the editing program that I use to put the sabers in, it like crashes. It doesn't work. Let's see how many frames was. What was I gonna look? How many frames was Clock King? Because that was a shorter video. Okay, Clock King was only like 900, or almost 1,000. So you're doing 1,000 for one shot, where I did almost 1,000 for one whole video. That's pretty crazy. Pretty fucking wacky.
I want to ask if any of us use Crazy Arts, and I've never used Crazy Arts.
I've never used them. I think I want to though. I might actually get a few for this video, because I think that would accentuate some of the poses, and that one might help during fight scenes.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into it though.
Yeah, I've considered using it. The thing is, because I also thought about using it for fight scenes, but like my fight scenes rely so heavily on socket animation that I'm not entirely sure how much use I'd get out of them.
Yeah, that's true, because I do a lot of out of socket, so I don't know how useful it'd end up being. What are Crazy Arms? Crazy Arms, I think if you just look up Crazy Arms Lego on Google or whatever internet browser you're using. Oh, hey, J-Red. Oh, shit. Hi, J-Red.
Yo, Jay, what's good?
But to answer your question, Crazy Arms, they're like Lego arms, but they have like different poses, essentially.
Yeah, they're there's different types. You can kind of get them where they're just sort of sticking straight up, or I think there's like one where you kind of have like it looks almost like their fists cocked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one where it's like kind of like you can get it like in a gun pose like this, or there's like one where it's sticking its hand out all the way. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. There's some where it's like kind of superhero pose like that. But yeah, there's a bunch. And they come in all the different colors, pretty much, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I have bought from Five Star Toys before. I used to actually buy from them a lot, because I used to just have, like, kind of a lot of just general Lego parts. Like, you could buy torsos and heads and stuff. They don't do that as much anymore, which is a shame, because that was kind of like my go-to place. But I haven't bought any of their, like, actual, like, custom minifigures.
Yeah, I've never bought from them, actually. I've considered it, but I haven't. They haven't had anything that I've like, I need this right now, or like I need this for a video.
They made like these like Spider-Man heads that have like kind of different expressions on them. But and so I kind of want to get those, because I don't really know when Spider-Man's gonna get a new suit, but if and when he does, probably try and use those heads. Bryce says, Jay, you don't show up often, but when you do, you shine. My shining star, my pretty boy. Yeah. Guys, I think this Crisis Studios fella is a little cringe. I think he needs to get it room.
I think, as we said like 2 hours ago, keep it in your pants.
Keep it in your pants. Oh, no.
Oh, God. You know what?
Oh, no, they going crazy in the live chat for free. Get it together, you two.
Yeah. Not get together. Get it together.
Yeah.
Not homophobic, but just keep it together, guys. Anyways, I should probably continue animating, considering I've only gotten like 3 dialogue pieces done out of like the 7 or 8 that are in this one scene. It's genuinely taken me almost 2 hours just to get this far.
Yeah, this is a long. This scene. They kind of talked for a minute.
Yeah.
I had to do a dialogue scene pretty recently that just, I mean, it killed me. Like sometimes I get in these like long dialogue scenes and I just like, I hate it. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, that was the problem I ran into with the Batman video I did recently, where it was just crisis monologuing the entire time, and I'm like, I had a lot of shit to do at the time, so I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to animate this, so I just didn't.
Yeah.
I probably should have, but I just didn't have the time at the moment, and I wanted it out for Batman Day.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
I'll have her face the camera.
Yeah, it's always kind of a tricky balance, stuff getting the right arm movements. I've been trying to do better recently about making sure I have like plenty of animation with characters talking. It just slows me down, and but you gotta do it, for quality content.
SB gets what's going on in the scene I'm filming. All right, so this is a news broadcasted conversation between a newscaster and Veronica Cale, and they're kind of talking about, this is kind of setting up the situation of what's happening with Wonder Woman, the Amazons. It's basically kind of setting up the plot and what the conflicts are, and we're kind of seeing a big part of the story is like the differing perspectives on what's happening with Paradise Island and the U.S. military, and they're kind of having a huge conflict. So a big part of it is everyone's different perspective on it. So Veronica Cale here is, kind of a bitch. So she's kind of spitting out some hot takes that are, kind of mean and kind of baseless. But,
Yeah. Yeah, if you know anything about Veronica Cale, I believe SBS said she's kind of like Wonder Woman's Lex Luthor, which is that's a good comparison. She's no fan of Wonder Woman, so
nope.
She's out here on the air, throwing out some harsh opinions.
I don't like that.
It's all fake news. Don't worry, guys. Wonder Woman's a hero, and don't let anyone ever tell you any different.
How many people are actually here in the chat? I actually don't know.
We got 10 right
10.
now.
Well, that's pretty good, Where was I? I was animating. But is there anything else you want to kind of talk about in relation to Wonder Woman and the video itself that's like non-spoilery and that we haven't already said before?
Let's see. What can we say? Well, I mean, we talked a lot about like how we wanted to portray Wonder Woman, like what type of hero this is, and I think one thing that was made very clear from kind of early on is that we we really weren't interested in the idea of doing something that follows a warrior.
Yeah.
And I think you can even see that in the design of the character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's kind of just the skirt and the sword and shields. It's very kind of classic gold and silver age. You know, she's
Yeah.
got the little underoos, she's got the lasso, she's got the bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely like a version of Wonder Woman that is not, you know, she's not violent and she really seeks peace. We really wanted to go in on the diplomat angle. And at the same time in the script, she is definitely challenged. Like
Yeah.
that perspective is definitely challenged. And a big part of the script, kind of a big, you know, arc, without getting into it obviously, uh, is kind of questioning, is it possible, you know, for her to resolve what's happening, or resolve the conflict peacefully and without, you know, hurting others and without uh, endangering, you know, even more lives. Can, you know, people that are this strong do, you know, a morally just thing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then obviously, to get your answer, you're gonna have to show up and check out the full film.
Yeah. Full film actually is a good way to describe it because it is going to end up being, I'd assume, if not a little longer, probably similar length to the Green Lantern film for LDCU.
Yeah, the script was about like what, somewhere in that like 40-page mark.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's a big one. I mean,
Yeah.
there's, you know, we had a lot of ideas. We packed a lot into it. Like as I kind of said a little earlier, I'm pretty happy, and I think it's going to be a really cool film. Just because I feel like we really got to explore a lot of the Wonder Woman mythos, and that's something that I feel like you don't really see too often. Like it's not too often that you really get to see like her actual supporting cast of characters
Mm-hmm.
fleshed out. And that's really just because Wonder Woman doesn't have too much of a presence in DC brick films,
Yeah.
especially like standalone Wonder Woman brick films. Uh, and I'm definitely very excited, and hope other people are too, because I think it's gonna. I think it's definitely gonna be a unique one. I think it'll be
Yeah.
one that people don't want to miss.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say something and now I completely forgot it. But
You know, if I don't say so myself as a co-writer.
let's see. Let's get her.
Just because someone else asked, the woman in the blonde hair is Veronica Kill. She's a character from the comics who's kind of like she's kind of this like rich lady who's an enemy of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, do we plan on doing more stuff with her in the future?
Yeah, we'll kind of just have to see. I think this film strikes a nice little balance of like you kind of get to see what Wonder Woman's street life is like, while also kind of delving into some of the more, you know, mythological aspects of her mythos.
Yeah.
And I think we have a little tease of it. I mean, we haven't necessarily talked specifically on what a sequel would look like yet,
Yeah.
if there were to be one. But we do have a tease for what that would kind of look like. And just from the setup in that, it looks like that would probably be another one that looks a little bit more mythological. But I do think that Wonder Woman's like street life, so to speak, is I think that's an interesting, especially because she is such a mythological character, to kind of see what it looks like. You know, what a character like Wonder Woman does, you know, for the actual people of Gateway City. I think it's interesting, and we get a look at that in this film. But I would definitely like to explore more of that. Maybe taking some inspiration from the Gail Simone run, which has a lot of sort of street-based stuff. So with, you know, Giganta and Sheeta and Angleman, Silver Swan, and what have you.
Yeah. What other unknown or lesser known heroes are getting projects in the LDCU? Well, my good friend, I'm not going to announce it or say who it is, but I'm not just doing Wonder Woman for the LDCU. I will be doing something else about a slightly lesser known hero for DC. I'm not even going to give you any hints. I'm just saying I'm doing something else. After Wonder Woman, it's just going to be a while before it happens because certain characters have to meet before that video can happen. But I'm going to do another video, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously right now we're kind of, we're focused on trying to get our big hitters established, like Wonder Woman and Batman's getting set up, and Superman is coming. But we have some more lesser known ones. We've got Question, we've got Plastic Man,
And Elongated Man.
and the Elongated Man. Yeah, he's in Plastic Man. It's kind of will co-star. Suicide Squad kind of picks up a lot of like sort of more obscure
Yeah, just
DC villains.
bottom of the barrel obscure.
And there's I mean Suicide Squad definitely like that kind of picks up the the real gutters. And then there's more to come for sure. Lesser known ones. We definitely want to sort of expand out our little DC universe. I don't want to say what it is. Me, speaking of Plastic Man in the comics is a part of a team of characters that a smaller team, and there have been discussions of potentially doing a brick film about that team of characters. So, I don't necessarily know when that would happen, but that is something there. Point being that there's going to be some more obscure ones, apart from the other just small time groups that we've already gotten to see. And all in due time, though. We're getting our foot off the ground right now.
Booster Gold or Blue Beetle / Ted Cord. I'm not the person to talk to about that because I don't know. But
but generally speaking, any character. I'll say this. Chances are there's been a discussion about
if it's a character that's been in some form of popular DC media, there's a good chance that someone has brought them up.
Any big name DC character, there's definitely been talks, probably a plan. As for the lesser ones, a decent chance it's been kind of thought about, and there could. No, I'll say this: no one is off the table. Two Clue says Batman and Robin are partners, but Plastic Man and Elongated Man are brothers. That's on Dead Homies, and that's true. It's really a beautiful family that is established in the Plastic Man adventures.
Thinking of adapting the Court of Owls storyline as a brick film. I mean, I think Court of Owls is getting a lot of attention as of recent because it is a relatively newer story. I mean, they're not my favorite personally, but I think there's a lot of good storytelling to be done about them. Sort of how they've always been in the shadows inside Gotham.
Yeah, it's definitely a storyline that's racked with potential. I mean, I feel like any sort of secret society that's gonna, there's a lot you can do with that.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't tried to tell a version of that story where they imply that Bruce's parents were involved in the Court of Owls in some way.
Yeah,
because that's honestly my favorite story beat of the Telltale games is that they flip that Bruce's parent, specifically Bruce's father, was essentially part of the mob.
Right.
And that you expect that, it's just a smear campaign against the Waynes. They were all nice and they didn't do anything horrible, but no, they were specifically Thomas, not as much Martha. But specifically, Thomas was just a horrible person who did horrible things. And that gives Bruce more agency to not only repair the city as Batman, but repair his legacy as Bruce Wayne. So I think that's probably why the Telltale games are edging on being my favorite Batman games. That might be an unpopular opinion.
That's an interesting take, but I definitely can understand why.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, they're not very engaging. It's click the dialogue options and then press A to punch if it tells you to. But like,
Yeah.
this, since the main focus of it is the story, and since the story is very good, I kind of give it a pass. Whereas, I mean, this opinion may be invalidated because I haven't played Arkham City. That is the only Arkham game I haven't played yet, and I have an excuse.
Ooh, you're missing out.
Because I bought the Arkham Asylum and City double pack for the Xbox, and
Return to Arkham.
the disc for Arkham City was broken. It was
Oh man,
scratched.
dude, you gotta get it.
So I went and returned it, and the one they gave me was scratched. So I gave up on trying to get it because I'm probably gonna have to buy it digitally, or I'll buy it on like PC or whatever. I don't fucking know. But
yeah, I mean, I can't recommend.
I have played
Arkham City.
I've played every other Arkham game though.
I mean, Arkham City. That's probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not a interesting take or anything, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, out of the Arkham games, I mean, I like Asylum, but I think it's very much lays the groundwork for better stuff to come.
Right.
And Origins, I didn't hate, but it did just kind of feel like a little, like yeah, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it as much. And Night may be unpopular, but I think I enjoyed that the most out of the Arkham games I've played.
That's fair. I mean, Knight's a really, it's a really fun game. Right?
Yeah. I know everyone complains about, oh, everything's in the Batmobile, but A, I don't think that's true, because I feel like you do still do a lot outside the Batmobile, and B, it's a Batman game. Why is like, of course the Batmobiles should be a part of it. I don't necessarily like that it's a tank, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you just kind of take it as it is, it's
for what it is. I think it's
a good game.
Pretty damn good.
It for a game that was released near 10 years ago. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it
outclasses
looks
pretty much just about every DC game that's come after it.
Yeah, I mean, look, as far as visuals go, or just, I mean, as far as games go, I mean, just like you're saying, yeah, compared to like Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, it's still probably better than this, Joe.
Let's see, I haven't checked the chat in a while.
Puggle Shroom Production says, I do stop motion, but I don't use Lego. It's hard to collaborate with others to make a universe. Any tips? That's
I don't know.
It's a little tricky. I mean, I feel like
there's got to be like Discord groups you can find of like, do you use like action figures or claymation? Either way,
I'm not
there's
sure
got to
what
be.
You use, but
there's got to be. There's got to be groups, or like on
Yeah,
Discord
I mean-
or like Facebook even. Facebook's like old as
Yeah.
shit, but like they're
just look around. Whatever you use, search like action figure animations.
Mhm.
Try and find something. I mean, brick building is definitely like kind of a niche, but
yeah.
I'm sure there are other niches for whatever sort of animation you do. And as for making a universe, I'm not too sure.
Mhm. Making a universe is a commitment you have to be like really into. Like you have to know what you want out of it before you even like start asking people. Because like I think almost 2 years ago now, I considered, oh, maybe I should start my own DC universe. But then I kind of like once I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I'm only doing this because so that I can have stories about characters that I don't feel like doing myself. And I didn't really have any passion behind it because I just wanted to do my Batman series. And I just didn't have any passion behind doing any of the other stuff. I just wanted to make my universe feel bigger than just Batman. And so I kind of just decided, you know what? What's the point? If I'm not going to do it well, don't do it at all.
Yeah, and I mean that's a big part of making the universe. Speaking as someone who's made two, is that you got it can't just it shouldn't be just an extension of your own vision. It should be something that you kind of come up with and create with other people. I mean, Swirl Bay is a good example of that. I mean, me and SBS collaborated and came up with a story together, and we wrote it together. And a universe cannot be just one person's vision. It is, it's a collaboration.
Yeah, it's got to be a group of people, and just you all got to have something you want out of it. And if you're just doing it just to do it, then don't.
Yeah, because I mean, in part, that's not only is collaboration going to inspire productivity, but it's also going to inspire creativity. Because at least in my experience, I mean, even in the videos that I do, like my Spider-Man videos, right, I make those on my own. I still collaborate with people. I have my friend probably Josh. I throw a lot of ideas, at him, and work with him, and working with a group of people. I find is definitely, not only is it just more fun, but I feel like I can get work done faster, because it's kind of like, especially when you're coming up with a story, it's like immediate gratification.
Yeah.
You can throw an idea out and you all just sit there and be like, I don't know if this is good or not. And someone can tell you. It's like, I don't like this, or I like this. Unless you beat the rest into your vision, or you could just be like
or you could
a
just
tyrannical
say
leader.
that it's my way, the highway.
And look, it's definitely an alternative. I will say though, I've seen universes, kind of collapse and
Not
die
to name
because
names, but
not to name names, of course, but it's definitely happened. And I'm not even necessarily thinking of anyone specific, because it's happened to a couple people.
Yeah.
But there have been some DC universes and Marvel universes that have kind of collapsed just because it wasn't necessarily a shared vision. Someone asked, have you guys played Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War? I have not played those games.
No, I have not.
I'll be
wish
honest,
I could
I'm not.
play video games more often. I just don't end up having the time between my other hobbies and school.
I'm kind of the opposite. I probably play more video games than I should, but admittedly, I'm not huge into Middle Earth, so that's never been one that I've just been huge into.
Yeah, like I buy a lot of games like on Steam and then just forget I own them and never play them. Like I completely forgot that I own like Fallout New Vegas. That's a great game from what I hear, and I forgot that I own it. And like the newer Wolfensteins, I started playing those, but I haven't finished them just because I haven't had the time. Like I forget that I own some games, and then B, I just don't have the time to play them half the time.
Yeah, anytime. Like I said, I probably play more video games than I should. I definitely let it interrupt my animation sessions. I'll be. I play a good amount of Fortnite, and then other stuff just like Minecraft. The Arkham games are big.
Yeah.
I'm probably about to. I have the South Park games, and I'm probably about to go through those. Second or third time. Probably replayed them before, but probably gonna go through those because they're fun. It's a nice little break. I think I like it just because, especially like when brick filming is kind of my other hobby, where I have to like kind of, sit there and like look over every thing and like, obsess over all the details. To just have something where it's like, here's your objective, go do this. It's like, oh, thank you. Tell me what to do, please. Yes, Jonah, you're very, very funny.
See if I can't finish the scene by. All right, 11:30's in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try and power through the scene while also occasionally answering questions from chat. So I'm almost done, right? Let me look at the script.
Yeah, it's cool that it's cool that more people are getting into the streaming game. It's
Yeah.
something I've kind of considered doing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost done with
yeah.
the scene. All right.
Nice. Ooh, Puggerstrom coming in with the hardest question of the night: DC or Marvel?
DC or Marvel? Gee. I don't know, because I feel like Marvel has more characters that I like, but I feel like DC has more, like, stories that, like, resonate with me, or, like, characters that just resonate with me personally. Like, I got into DC way before I got into Marvel. Like, I was practically, like, I knew what DC was, like, by the time I was, like, 2 or 3. Like, I knew Batman,
Right.
Robin, Joker, like, all those guys. Like, I knew who they were. And I didn't really get into Marvel until, like, 2018, 17, maybe.
Right.
So,
Oh man, that's such a hard question.
yeah, that's
I mean,
too hard to answer.
dude, I don't even think I can give an answer, to be honest, because it's
Yeah,
like
I'm just not
I
gonna
run
answer.
I run two universe. I run a Marvel and a DC universe. I can't show my bias.
Yeah, I'm doing a Batman series for myself, and then I'm doing an X-Men series for myself. So
yeah, I mean, they're both obviously good for different reasons.
Some are
or
better
I
at
take
some
my-
things than others.
Yeah, I mean, my top 2 favorite superheroes are one's Marvel and one's DC. So, good question.
Oh, I see another question.
I
If you could make any project for James Gunn's universe, what character or story would you do?
ooh, that's a tricky one.
That's a good one.
I think I mean, obviously, like Superman's taken. I hear whispers that there's going to be a Teen Titans film. I would be very interested in
That
that.
would be cool.
That's something I'd like maybe want to helm. I think also doing a Flash film would be cool. I have a lot of like strong opinions on the Flash, and I feel like he's a really fascinating character, and I'd really like to just. I think you could definitely do something with Flash. It's like really interesting. Obviously, the PCU film was kind of not the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was okay.
It was fine. It was. I mean, for the production like that it had, it's a miracle that it came out at all. And the fact that it was surprisingly competent is.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't surprised, but
and like I will compliment it on the fact that while a lot of the CG looked pretty atrocious in some areas, I feel like they really nailed the 2 Barry Allens. Like I never once like questioned it just looked like they were both there. Like I never once thought, nah, he's not really there. I just took it as okay, there are 2 people being played by the same actor in the same spot.
Yeah, and it also definitely has like a sort of an emotional core to that movie. I mean, that final scene with his mom is like surprisingly
really
emotional.
And it is kind of funny to see like the normal Barry realize how annoying he is to everyone else. But other than that, I didn't really care for that movie, especially because like Michael Keaton isn't really my favorite Batman, so seeing him again just didn't really do a ton for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, he's good. It's just not my favorite.
Someone asked me what my favorite scene to animate was in the Suicide Squad, and I suppose it was the final fight scene. I put a lot of work into that scene, and it took about 6 months to film. So, there's that. I mean, the most fun scenes are also, I feel like, sometimes also kind of the worst scenes to film
because they take the longest.
Yeah, the train fight I had fun with. Probably one of the fight scenes. I'll say the final fight, and then my honorable mention is I'll say the end sequence where he's escaping the mine. I actually had fun with that.
The angle is better.
Plus, whenever you get to like those end moments, they're always very like it's very like therapeutic almost. Where you're like, oh my god, I'm actually like I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never thought I'd get this far. It's almost over.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot with some scenes. Where it's just like,
Especially
I've
for
had this
longer
plan
cuts.
for so long, and finally I get to, like, actually animate it.
I know. I remember when I did season 1 of my Spider-Man show, which because it's like an origin season, so Spider-Man literally does not show up until the final scene. I remember like shooting that scene and just being like,
Finally.
"This is sick!"
I
Like,
shot Uncle Ben finally.
dude,
Jesus.
Uncle Ben's dead, and here's the red and blue, and
Mhm.
it was sick. Like, I just remember like being like, "Whoa, all right, a year went into this one, you know."
Mhm.
It's always because that's always the thing, right? It's like, however much time you spend working on uh that project, it's like when you get to that final scene, it's like all right, 6 months went into this one shot, essentially.
Mhm.
Was it the CSAC YouTube thing was crazy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a little blown out of proportion. It really only happened for a day, and all it really
Yeah,
did
I mean,
was
I was
just
gonna say like, props to YouTube. They got that. You know,
Yeah.
I was definitely like, kind of obviously worried
Yeah.
when videos get taken down, but props to YouTube. They solved it very quickly. So
Yeah. And it didn't really hurt like any of my videos too bad. It just blacked them for a couple days, and they're right back up. They're not fucked up in any way. Like there's no muted segments or anything like that.
yeah, and I don't know if you experienced this, but I think actually after they got put back up, I actually got a little bit of a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, because it's like if you tell people, "Oh, geez, these videos are gone," and then they're like, "Okay, they're back up," it kind of gives people the incentive. Okay, I should go watch that because I haven't seen that in a while, and I wasn't able to see it. So I guess now I got to see it.
yeah, I was definitely worried for a second though because like Suicide Squad got claimed and it was like specifically the final song,
Mhm.
and then also like a couple of the tracks after so it was like basically where like the most important stuff
Yeah.
happens.
Well, the
Where
worst
there's, like,
part of it, yeah, the worst part about it for me personally is because I use YouTube Music for like music walking around, and
right.
half my playlist, like I have a big playlist of like 500 something songs. That's just all my songs that I listen to regularly, and I always just hit them on shuffle and just get whatever. But like half of it was just gone, just grayed out, saying, "Oh, this is owned by CSAC. Can't listen to it." Like, come on. God damn it. Oh, what's a CSAC? CSAC is, I believe it's a European company, but they own the rights, the like published or the broadcasting rights to a lot of like English and like British like songs and artists. So like Adele is like a bigger one that they own. So what happened with YouTube is their contract with CSAC that allows them to have their videos on the platform, it expired and they hadn't renewed it yet. So for a couple days, all music content owned by CSAC was taken off of YouTube. So a lot of our videos here in the animation space got taken down for a little while. But they were put back up, and it seems like it won't be an issue for a while. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, presumably it's all back to normal and it should be fine.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was honestly kind of a little blown out of proportion. Like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Because it only lasted, for me at least, it only really lasted, like, a little over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I
I
think it was
noticed
just more
it.
so
I noticed it
the
on
ang-
Saturday or something, and they were up by Monday morning, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like I can to a degree it's more just like how did this like? I don't know. You would think YouTube would be a little bit more on top of it so
Mhm.
that this sort of thing doesn't happen, just because it
Yeah.
affected a lot of people. But I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, it's they got it solved quickly, so props to them.
And plus, like,
I
it would have been nice to see like an email from YouTube saying this is happening, because like I didn't
yeah
figure out that any of my videos were blocked in America until I was told. Like I think it was in the Atlas server where like someone was saying, "Hey, the Ant-Man videos are gone." I was like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" And then I also found out that my Batman video was gone. But yeah, they're all back now. So if you want to go watch those, chat, you can. Oh shit! I hit the microphone.
I will say one kind of annoying thing that happened is that I actually happened before I realized that my videos were taken down. I was working on my a video and I was
Yeah.
editing it. And I was actually uploading it to YouTube, like
Alright.
unlisted, just to like I finished it and I uploaded it to YouTube just to have, write in the description, putting the thumbnail up, and scheduling it for the upload date. And then it got claimed, and like one of the songs is like blocked in America. So I was like, fuck, okay, well I guess I gotta. So I went back and like changed the song to something that was like it was like fine. And then later on, I realized, like later that night, I realized that the other, some Suicide Squad had been taken down. I was
Yeah.
like, oh wait. So I technically, and presumably that's why that video had also gotten blocked when I uploaded it. So I technically went and like re-rendered an entire damn video just for one song.
Yeah. Well, I was
probably
thinking
would've
I
been
was probably
fine.
gonna have to delay X-Men, but it ended up not really mattering because the whole situation was fixed before I was even finished editing.
Right.
But because like I use a lot of licensed stuff in X-Men,
Yeah.
and
Oh
like
yeah, I'm glad that they got
yeah.
settled because I mean I pull basically all of my soundtracks from copyrighted material just because like all my stuff will get claimed, but it's just like
I don't
because
care.
it's yeah, it's like I'm not making any money on
I'm
this. Like,
never going to monetize my channel, like ever.
Yeah, like I think I'm technically eligible for monetization, but like it's I don't really it's like I don't. This is a hobby. I'm not gonna. If I were gonna make any money, it'd be pennies. Like it wouldn't. So
It's not worth it to try and
it's
change
not-
the way
it's
I
not
do
worth it.
everything just to make
Yeah.
10 cents a video.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll use the cool movie soundtrack. It's nice and professional. I will say that this experience did make me kind of start wanting to maybe look into having some people compose my own videos. But,
Yeah, I think that would be cool, but a little expensive.
but a little expensive, right?
I actually, I don't think I've ever actually said this before, but for the Clock King video, I was considering writing an original song at the end and like having it play over the credits. And then I was
nice.
gonna hire Jared Walker. I think he's kind of the normal, like the most well known kind of composer in the space. I was gonna hire him to do it, but the guy I was gonna have sing it, like got sick, so he couldn't record or sing or anything. So I had to can it. And the deadline, I didn't want to miss the deadline for the actual video submission contest, even though I was like, I think I was one of the first people to actually submit something for that whole obscure character contest. And like I could have sung it myself, but I wasn't too confident in my own abilities. But
Yeah. Funny little similar story is that in Suicide Squad, there's like a running joke that the song "Take My Breath" plays a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just throughout the film, it's just like the
love song.
There's no vocals, and so the joke is that like when the two characters that are in love die, the actual song plays, and initially we had it planned that because I voiced one of the characters and the person who voiced the other characters were gonna like do a cover of the song, have that play in the background, and we made the cover. It does exist. I technically could upload it, but I was listening back to it. I was like, because I'm no singer, and I was just like, oh god, this sucks. Like, this is so
Yeah.
embarrassing. I can't bring myself to put this in the video.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be fun to do like a stop motion musical though, because I love musical theater.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that would be really cool. I would just have to like learn how to fucking mix and compose music.
Yeah. Way back when I had this like idea where I was like, I'm gonna make an Aquaman musical. uh, don't really know where that one came from, but that was in the chamber for.
All right. Watch this all back. Think I'm probably gonna end it a little. Gonna end it soon here, because the scene is almost done, I believe. Yeah, and then the whole point of the scene is it gets cut off early because it's on the TV, so it gets shut off. So yeah, and I think that's it really for the scene.
Very well done. Animation looks nice.
Yeah. All right, that was 204 frames. I think we are gonna cut it here at 11:30. How many people are even still here? We got five.
Oh,
Five people still here. I think we peaked at like 11 or 12. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the analytics after. But I think that's pretty good for my first live stream. And other than like the 40 minutes where I struggled to get everything working in the beginning, I think it worked out in the end pretty well.
Yeah, at least for next time.
Yeah, I know what the problem was. So, yeah. Think I'm gonna end the stream right now. Everyone, good night, I guess. And I'll probably do another one of these this week sometime. If not tomorrow, maybe. If not, probably later in the week. Maybe Friday. I'm not sure. I will try and keep you guys updated on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream right now. So